We got a man down. Mayday over here.
Guys, welcome back to the Dirtbag Outdoors YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning on in. In front of me, the Anderson AM-9. Make sure, if you haven't already, check my last video where I did my first 250 rounds through this thing. I really liked it. It shot really well. Very flat shooting. The optics I had on it was a Vortex Sparc with Magpul flip-ups. You know, pretty basic setup, but it definitely did what I needed it to do for that test. But as you can see, I got a scope on here now. This is made by ADE. This is a 1:8 LPVO first focal plane. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm not going to go too in depth, but basically when you magnify, or I guess when you increase the magnification of the optic, the reticle itself also increases. So you can really dial in an exact kind of precision pinpoint target, hopefully for better grouping, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not an optics pro. That's just my experience with them. I've got a couple of first focal plane optics, and I really like them. This one here, I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with the build quality. This thing is 34 millimeter tube, and I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but basically on either side, there's lines. There's like leveling lines built in or kind of etched into the finish on the scope itself, so you can get it nice and level. I don't have one of those fancy levelers, so I just kind of do it all by eyeball. But yeah, this thing has the built-in lines. It made it really helpful. It came with this one-piece mount. Seems pretty solid. I don't know, I haven't shot it yet. We're gonna go take it to the range. We had a day, the weather turned out to be fantastic. I'm gonna sneak away for an hour or so. I'm gonna go to the range, put some 25-yard and 50-yard groups with this thing, with this LPVO. We're gonna see, for one, how does the optic do? And for two, how does the gun actually group with a proper optic, you know, an actual magnified optic. 25 yards with the red dot's fine, no big deal. But 50 yards, personally, you know, I can hit, you know, target this big, it's fine. But going for a group, this is gonna come into play. And then the next time we shoot this thing, in the next part of the series, we're probably gonna be stretching her out there to 200 yards. I got a gong at 150 and 200 yards at another range that I go to. And then see how that goes. But yeah, so today, 25-yard, 50-yard groups with the Anderson AM-9. I will say, the gun itself is pretty heavy. This optic itself is pretty heavy. This combo together, it's heavy, guys. It's very heavy. I'm gonna weigh it. I didn't weigh it. I gotta go in and grab the scale. I will weigh it. I'll put that up here or over here or something like that to show you the exact weight unloaded of this setup right here. The only thing extra I have on it is a plastic angled foregrip from Magpul. Everything else, completely factory. And like I said, it shoots really well. Enough yapping. Guys, let's get to the range. Let's go to the range. Let's see what this can do. I'm gonna bring a few different types of ammo. I'll show you at the range, and we're gonna come back, report the results as always, show you the groups, and I'll see you there.
Guys, check it out. We're at the range. I got a target set up at 25 yards. Here's the problem. We got a man down. Mayday over here. My tripod, my little clip piece is MIA. So I have nothing to hold the camera. I probably won't be able to get shooting footage. I have nothing to prop or hold the camera up with unless I can find something to get creative. But we're still going to shoot it. We're still going to do it. I'm going to recap the groups and everything. My experience is back at the studio. Don't you worry. We're going to make the most of it. I'm going to get this thing sighted in. Here's what the different flavors on the menu today. Some Hansen, Spear Lawman, newer, and some old S&B Wolf steel case. And some Blazer brass. I'm probably going to sight it in with something kind of random, probably like this stuff, just to kind of keep it, you know, as like the control, and then do, you know, shoot 4 or 5 of these. I may shoot all, I don't know, probably, you know, 5-yard groups at 25 and 50. Let me get this thing all sighted in, dialed in, take the first shots with this new scope on the AM-9, 25 yards, target right there. And yeah, we'll see if I can't get creative with this camera, but if not, don't you guys worry. We'll still cover everything. Let me get this thing sighted in. All right, guys, got the gun sighted in, 25 yards, no problem. It only took about 5 rounds. I just shot some more, just, you know, confirmation, you know what I'm saying? So I've got four other little targets on this target. So I think I'm gonna do 4 different ammo. different ammunition, and I think I'll probably exclude this because this is kind of unique and older stuff that's not readily available, if available at all. So I'll probably exclude that one. Do Spear, Lawman, S&B, Wolf, and Blazer. These are all readily available. And go from there. We're just going to go right down the line. We'll shoot Spear first. S&B, Wolf, then Blazer. Again, sorry guys, I don't have the tripod to get the in-action stuff. But let's get this test underway. 25 yards to go. All right guys, first 25 yards is done. Let me go grab that target, slap a new one on, mark this one, and then put one out at 50 and do the test again. I think the groups are pretty good. The rest, man, I'm telling you guys, the rest, I'm not doing this gun justice. I don't think I'm doing any of these long guns justice because I don't have a good rest. A lead sled would be nice, but again, I'm not going to buy something Caldwell. Let me get this target, put it out at 50, and we'll go from there. All right, boys and girls, 50-yard target is up, brand new. Let's get the testing underway. I'm going to, just to do the best that I can, I'm going to go ahead and shoot some of this, make any adjustments out at 50 with the optic that I need to, and then we will restart in the same order at 50 yards. Let's do it. I got you propped up on my coffee cup. We're going to see if this does anything. I'm about halfway through the test at the 50 yards. Let's see if this camera angle does anything. You're like right up close and personal on me. Right now we're actually shooting the S&B. Load up some Wolf. I can tell you that stuff shot high. Hopefully they're all on the target. They shot a few inches high. Last up, Blazer, 50 yards. Gun is still super reliable. I've not cleaned it since my last or initial test. 0 failures of any kind. Of course, we're only what, 300 rounds in or something.
Not this spoiler alert. I can tell you right now, the Blazer did pretty well, possibly the best on the 25 yards, but at 50, by far the worst. I can just tell looking through the scope. It's awful. It's a bad group. Honestly, I think I did better with the freaking non-magnified red dot. I don't understand what's happening. Let me walk down there, get that target, label them, and then I'm going to shoot a little bit more for fun. Then we're going to head back to the studio and look at those groups. I'll see you in a few. Guys, I'm going to give you a sneak peek before we hit the studio. I am so unimpressed with this group from the Blazer. I shot five shot groups, right? I don't even know where one of the 5 went. Look, quick sneak peek. Absolutely atrocious. I don't know. I might try another one just to see if it was a fluke. I don't know. It was bad. This sucks. Is it the gun? Is it the ammo? I don't know. Nothing else was even close to this bad. So I'm assuming it's the ammo, but it shot good at 25 yards. I don't know. Let's figure this out. All right, guys, this is getting juicy. All right. So I just shot the last, the test, the 50 yards, Blazer brass was the last ammo that we shot, right? And it was awful. I don't even know where the 5th round went. So I shot another target. Same thing happened. 4 out of 5. This is a fairly large target too. This is absolutely unacceptable. I don't know what it is. I'm like, you know what? I'll shoot the wolf. The wolf has actually, not been grouping the best, but surprisingly good. So I was like, let me just shoot a target with wolf. And it has also opened up a lot. This is at 50 yards. This is not good. So I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. Maybe the gun is super dirty. So I took the gun apart. And I've inspected everything. Everything looks clean. There's not even sludge coming off. It's actually pretty clean still. The barrel, I don't know if you can see. It's not going to focus, but it's spotless. It looks like it was just clean. There's 0 fouling in it. Rifling is 100%. There's no schmegma in here. I don't know what is happening. So at this point, I don't know. We got 3 variables. We got me, we got the ammo, and we got the gun. 4 variables. We got the optic, 2, really. So I'm gonna. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. What should I do? I wish you guys could talk to me right now. Should I just take a breather and just regroup and try it again at 50 and just see what happens? The gun never got hot. I know I was firing somewhat rapid, but this is a big, thick. It was not even close to getting hot, you guys. Trust me on that. So I don't know. I thought maybe something was dirty and gummed up. Nothing like that. I mean, it shouldn't be after only 300 rounds. But yeah, so I'm going to put this thing back together. Maybe I'll bring it into 25 yards and just like regain confidence and just see what it looks like there. And maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. It's not you, it's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me figure this out. I'll get back to you. Okay, so I decided. It's about 10 or 15 minutes later. I took a break, took a breather, went to the bathroom, drank some of my coffee, and I put a new target out at 50 yards. I'm just going to redo the whole thing. I'm going to go from lawman to brass, the Blazer, and see what happens. I verified the optic is still tight, nothing loose there. I verified the gun is clean and pretty clean, really, still. So I don't know. I feel like unless there's a catastrophic failure with the optic, which I really don't think so, everything is still tight. The glass is crystal clear, the reticle's straight, everything, it looks good there. The gun is still functioning fine. I feel like it's me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but we're going to find out for sure, hopefully. Or I'll be more confused than when I started. I don't know. Let's shoot these at 50 yards, take 2. All right, guys, we are back from the range. I don't know. I really don't know what to make of this. Where do we start? Let's just get right into the targets. We're going to start with the 25 yards. You guys already kind of seen probably some of the weird stuff that was happening, you know what I mean? 25 yards, it's great. I mean, to be expected, right? 25 yards. There's that big one in the center there, and down to here, that's my side end, so don't worry about that. The Spear Lawman, we shot that first, 0.75 inch group, 25 yards. The S&B 0.6. Wolf 1.35, not great there, not ideal, but not the worst. Blazer, guys, this is the thing I'm talking about. So Blazer shot a 0.5 inch group at 25 yards, unless, and I doubt it, unless all this, I mean, that's my fingertip, that's pretty good. Unless this isn't all 5. Unless we had some crazy flyer, and the only reason I say that, you'll know in a second if you didn't catch it before, but Blazer shot a 0.5, so in theory, it shot the best group at 25 yards out of anything. All right, let's go ahead and move on to 50. This is when I started to get really, really confused. Where is it here? Yes, 50 yards. All right, I'll show you. It's not ideal, okay? It's really not ideal. Spear Lawman, 1.25 inch group at 50 yards. It's not that bad. That's what I think that this gun should do no matter what, pretty much with any ammo. I know some guns don't like certain ammo, it just is what it is. But I think 1.25 inch group for me, with no rest really, is fine. That's about what I expect. S&B 2.3, opened up with that, even though S&B shot better at 25. Wolf shot better at 50 than it did at 25. Wolf shot a 1.5 inch group. Pretty good. That's a pretty good group. Blazer, what happened? What is going on? This is when I started just scratching my head. 5-shot groups. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th? Where's the 5th round? Where did it go? I don't know. But without the 5th, I don't even know where that is. So just these 4 was a 4.2 inch group. And then I was like, okay, well, this is atrocious. What's happening? Is it the gun? Is it me? Is it the ammo? Yada, yada. I don't know. So I put another target up at 50 yards and shot Blazer. This one right here. Again, 4 out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, a 2.75 inch group. Better than the 4.2, but where's the 5th one? I'm getting I think I'm getting a crazy flyer, like 1 out of every 5 rounds with the Blazer, I guess. I don't know, but that's what happened on that. Then I was like, well, Wolf's shooting, Wolf is actually shooting pretty good, so let's put a target at that. All 5, 2.5 inch group. It opened up. It was 1.5. So it opened up a whole inch the second time around for some reason. So then that's when I thought the gun was dirty, the scope came loose, something happened. None of that happened. The gun's still pretty clean. The optic is super tight, crystal clear. I really like the optic. I don't think that's the issue. So then I was like, well, what do I do now? I went ahead and shot the entire thing over again at 50 yards. No, that's not it. That's 25 yards. I shot round 2 right here. Okay. I shot round 2 at 50 yards. Okay, we're looking like that. Spear, 1.5 inch, pretty good group. S&B, 2.25, meh. Wolf, 1.75. Wolf shot pretty good out of this thing, really. 1.75 at 50 yards, not bad. Blazer, I caught the 5th one this time. Look at this. You guys seeing this? That's what I'm thinking. I'm getting a crazy flyer with this Blazer. I do think some of it was probably me. I had some coffee, caffeine pumping through the veins. I was getting a little hot, but I had a stable enough hand clamp with the wood rest. To be totally honest, not to sound boastful or anything, but I'm a much better shot than this. I'm no pro or anything, but I've been shooting guns a long time, and I can get some pretty good groups. I don't know what's happening. I'm shooting this, I don't have anything scripted, I don't know what's happening. So, I was like, well, I can't remember exactly what the groups were at 50 yards when I shot it with just the red dot. So I went back and looked. They were about the same. A couple of them was actually better with the red dot, but overall I would say about the same as I got with this, minus the crazy Blazer stuff. So I'm like, well, if I'm getting the same groups, I'm the same shooter, maybe this didn't help me at 50 yards like I thought it would, or maybe I'm better with the red dot at 50 yards than I thought I was. I don't know, but I got about the same results with either optic. So I don't think it's me. It could be. It could be me. I don't think it is me though. I think it's something with the ammo. But you guys let me know. You guys let me know down in the comments what you think it is. This is kind of to be continued. I'm gonna clean this gun. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna oil it just to make sure. Retighten everything just to make sure, even though it is tightened. I checked it at the range, and kind of just start over and do this 50-yard test again. Hopefully in a few days. I don't know when. Maybe next week, and see if the evidence is the same. I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Hopefully. You guys can let me know what you think it is. I feel like I shot pretty well. The gun or the ammo, something just didn't cooperate. I didn't shoot Blazer on the last video. I don't think. I don't think I shot Blazer. I shot some Hansen and Spear. I shot some of the same stuff. But I didn't shoot Blazer. This was the first time I shot Blazer through this. I think it's the ammo. I think for whatever reason, Blazer just doesn't jive in this gun. And Anderson, if you guys are watching this, do you guys have any, like, I don't know what you guys test it with, but I'd just be curious to see if you guys can run some Blazer through yours and see if it's kind of the same, or any of you regular viewers out there, if you happen to have this gun and see what happens. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting experiment, kind of a weird experience. And I don't know. I really don't know. I'm kind of disappointed, not in anything in particular, just the situation. I think, I don't know. You guys, I'm rambling on. Thanks for watching. Check the merch out in the merch tray below. I appreciate everyone's support. We're almost at 13,000 subscribers. It's absolutely crazy. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.